अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स, क्या हाल चाल हैं? कैसे हैं आप सब? मैं भी बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक हूँ। उम्मीद है आप भी ठीक होंगे और बहुत दुआएं हैं आप सबके लिए। तो एक बार फिर हाजिर हैं देसी आइज़ आपको अपनी आइज़ से अमेरिका दिखाने के लिए। तो आज हम चलते हैं, आपको एक बोट टूर पे लेकर जा रहे हैं जिसका नाम है सैनिक बोट टूर। तो मैंने एक वीडियो इस पे पहले भी बनाई है, लेकिन आज मैं कुछ ज़्यादा तफसील से आपको दोबारा इस बोट का टूर करवा रही हूँ। तो पहले तो मैं आपको बता दूं कि ये किस जगह पर है। ये ऑरलैंडो में विंटर पार्क लोकेशन पर है और ये डेली इसका टूर होता है 10 AM to 4 PM और इसका जो टिकट एडल्ट्स के लिए है $16 का है और जो बच्चों के लिए है $8 का
This
टिकट।
cross belongs to the United Methodist Church. They're across the street on our left, and they hold their Easter sunrise services there. It's very beautiful. And this house was designed before air conditioning was invented, and the architectural style then was that low wraparound porch and lots of oversized windows. And the whole idea was to catch as much breeze as you could on our hot summer nights. Winter Park is a pretty small community. We're about 29,000 residents, and the town is actually built on a chain of 5 lakes. And we're going to be on 3 of those lakes today. This is Lake Osceola, and Osceola is the name of a Seminole Indian leader who used to camp on these shores with his tribes. Pre-1850, there was only Indians there. Nobody else. Coming up on our left, you'll see in the corner a large house with a beautiful date farm in the backyard. It's got a brown roof and brown turrets. That house happens to be the largest completed house on the lake. It's 29,000 square feet. In front of us is a 1960s era Bermuda home known as designed by a well-known architect named James Rogers. Brought the sand in from Daytona Beach, which is not allowed anymore. And when the house was originally designed, it had a view of the lakes, a water view from every room in the house. Upstairs is all their workout equipment. Exactly. There's a cove, and that cove is still called Alligator Cove. It's a throwback name to the days when we had lots of alligators, and we did. We don't have too many anymore because since the 1980s, the city of Winter Park has been trapping the alligators and resettling them. They take them to a lake north of here, Lake Jessup. And Lake Jessup today has more alligators per acre than any other freshwater lake in Florida. For over 2 years, and I've already shown you the largest completed house, 28,000 square feet. We don't, as I told you, we don't give houses credit till they're completed. This will be completed in maybe 20 months, and when it is completed, it will be the largest house in the area. We're going to go through 2 canals on this tour. This first one is called the Venetian Canal. It's the longest. It's a half a mile long. Very narrow, very crooked. Does everybody have a life jacket on who came on with me? Yeah, yeah. The police are out on. I thought there were 3 with life jackets. Yes, I will show you some of those. I'll show you some that are hundreds of years old. If anyone's interested in air orchids. I'm going to ask you to remain seated as we go under this bridge. Watch your heads.
एक बात और मैं आपको बता दूं कि ये पूरा एरिया, ये पूरा कैनाल का जो सिस्टम है, ये पूरा टूर का जो रूट है, ये 1938 में बनाया गया था। और बेसिकली ये इसलिए बनाया गया था ताकि यहाँ से लकड़ी को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह इन कैनाल्स के थ्रू पहुँचाया जा सके। तो देखिए, आइए मेरे साथ चलिए, देखते हैं कि और क्या क्या नज़र आता है हमें।
That's about 18,000 square feet. And it was custom built for a guy almost 7 feet tall, built in the 1930s. And at one point in history, that was the home of the chief executive officer of the Packard Automobile Company, if you remember them.
व्यूअर्स, तो अब बताइए आपको कैसा लग रहा है ये सब कुछ। मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। अगर आपको ये सब अच्छा लग रहा है तो मेरी वीडियो को ज़रूर लाइक कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा और शेयर कीजिएगा।
The one with the nice lawn, that is the Alvin Palacic Museum. He was an internationally recognized artist. And he and his wife actually retired in that house, and after they both died, it was left to the city as a tribute to his work. The garden is used for weddings and year-end parties. Homes in the area built in the 1800s. This one 1885. It's called the Capon House. And if you like old houses, that's open to the public. This canal is called the Fern Canal. We used to have a sawmill up on this next lake, Lake Virginia. It doesn't exist anymore. But when it did, the lumber guys needed a way to get the cut trees up to the sawmill. So they would have dug this canal around 1870. So the canal's about 150 years old. And this pine tree is what they used to harvest here. And that tree is about 150 years old. This is a very low bridge, so make sure you remain seated.
ऊपर से ट्रैफिक जा रही है।
This is a condominium building, 50-unit condominium building known as Lake Virginia. Virginia. And Lake Virginia is where our first settler arrived. His name was David Mizell, and he arrived in 1858. He came with a young family, and they farmed about 5 or 6 acres over here. And there's another little bridge there, under water under a bridge. And he named, that's a small lake, which he named after himself, Lake Mizell. There wasn't anyone here who told him he couldn't. In 1858. And this is another, if you look at the center of this house, that's another of our 1800 houses built in 1800s. Over here. All the way down to where that yellow boat is. That area, other than that house, has never been built. It's owned by the Morse Foundation today. And they also are the keepers of a museum called the Morse Gallery. It's on Park Avenue, a few blocks walk from the boat tour. And it contains the largest collection of Tiffany glass. The property line starts in the corner. Is considered one of the best liberal arts schools in the country. And these are mainly dormitory rooms. Rollins is big into water sports. I mean, it is in Florida on the chain of lakes. You gotta sit down. And this single-story building is the Rollins Museum of Art. It's open to the public. It's very beautiful, and there's no charge to go in. And coming up on our left, there's a red roof Mediterranean-style home there. That is the 8,000 square foot home of the president of Venice. It's one of his perks. And that's where the campus ends. The campus takes up about 100 acres. And everything to the right of the president's house would be privately owned condominiums. It's about 4 years old. They used to have another house there, which they took down and built that contemporary. This is the bridge with the pipe, so don't stand up. This live oak tree here is 340 years old. And that is middle age for a live oak tree. So.
अच्छा तो व्यूअर्स, अब होता है हमारी जर्नी का एंड और साथ ही हमारी वीडियो का भी एंड होने वाला है। तो प्लीज़ अगर आपको ये मेरी वीडियो पसंद आई है तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा, शेयर कीजिएगा और बेल आइकॉन को भी ज़रूर हिट कर दीजिएगा ताकि मेरी हर आने वाली नई वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आप तक पहुंच सके। और आपको मेरी कैसी लगी ये वीडियो प्लीज़ कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताइएगा। तो इंशाल्लाह ताला अगली वीडियो में मिलते हैं, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़। अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा और अपनी दुआओं में बहुत याद रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफिज़।